everyone. Claudia Vasquez, Double Diamond, It Works Global. And we also have
Christina Bennett, Double Diamond with It Works Global in Las Vegas.
And our guest speaker today. We're having some technical difficulties. No.
Hey.
We'll have to do with the phone.
Okay.
All right. First off, we're having some issues with Mel's microphone. However, so we wanted to talk to you guys today, real quick. Me and Christina, we want to share with you guys what we did this week to work on our business. Now, a lot of you guys have heard me talk about no excuses, and I always talk about no excuses. And this week has really been a test for my no excuse motto. And I can tell you that this week I signed up a new distributor from North Carolina, Kimberly. I'm so happy you joined my team. I have signed up 2 loyal customers. And today I picked up tacos, and I blitzed the girl, and she wants me to wrap her this weekend. Oh, and the girl, I see this girl about 3 times a week, have breakfast at the restaurant she works at. Never once blitzed her, and today I blitzed her, and she's very interested in doing the business. See, you never know. You should always blitz everyone. What else did I do today? This whole week I posted stuff on my Instagram, which I'm working on my Instagram, and amazingly, I've gotten some amazing results. Instagram is definitely something you should try if you have not done so. Instagram. And I was doing final planning for my trip to Green Carpet. I'm so excited. I get to spend the weekend with my beautiful Melody and Blair, sister from It Works, Jen, that's in San Diego, and a bunch of other people. So that was exciting, and I also planned my trip in January, did a couple of things for that. So daily working on your business is important, regardless of what your personal life is. Whatever you're going through in your personal life, you should always work on your business, and the payoff is going to be great, guarantee you. That's what I did. Christina.
Hey, can you hear me, Claudia?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So this week what I've been doing is blitzing a lot on Facebook and Instagram, just like always. I've had some loyal customers referred from blitzing that I had done last May, and so I was very excited about that. A couple potential distributors. I've done some 3-way calls with my team to help them get distributors as well. I did FaceTime with a meeting with Melanie Oscarson's team in California. I have been busy blitzing, wrapping. I have 2 wrap appointments for tomorrow, and I have a couple potential distributors as well. And so that's about what I've been doing here.
Perfect. Can you hear me okay? Christina?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Try it again, Mel.
Can you hear me?
Just on the phone.
I found something. How about that?
Oh, that looks nice. You got your banner up.
How about that?
Christina, can you hear her?
I can hear. Yes, I can hear her. Oh, did I lose you, Claudia?
No.
For some reason, I can't see you now. No, I can't hear. I can't see, but I can still hear.
Okay. I don't know what's happening, guys. I guess these are the things we go through with live TV, right? No. Oh, you took your banner off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you on your cell phone.
Okay.
All right, Mel. So the floor is yours.
Oh my goodness. Can you guys, I hope everybody can hear me okay. Let me turn off this other. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Christina, can you hear me?
I can. Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, let's just go with this. I'll try, but I'm excited to be on this tonight. We are going to learn how to do this. We are going to get it where we can do this on a regular basis because gosh, we're so far apart. And this would really bring us all closer if we could figure this out. I know it worked one time because I did it with Crystal Welch and it works perfectly. So I don't know why it's not giving me my voice, but hopefully you guys can hear this okay. And Blair and I, we're here. We want to encourage y'all. I think we're really in a time where we've been through social media has absolutely exploded our business. Facebook has been phenomenal in exploding our business. But I think it's kind of taken its run for a little bit. I think it's very, very difficult to market on Facebook now. They want us paying money, and so therefore we can't do what we used to do on Facebook. So a lot of people, if that's all they did, they're discouraged because they're not getting anything. In fact, if not nothing, they're getting very little, of from what they used to do. So, some people are looking now to do things on Pinterest. My understanding is Instagram is still a viable way to do business. It's just a little bit different. It's kind of a horse of a different color. But I just saw a video tonight from a gal who has been very successful on Instagram, and I'm going to share that video on Journey to Diamond. It was very, very good. It was very simple, and hopefully that is going to help some people that still want to do some kind of social media. Pinterest is another one that is still a viable place to do business. Twitter is another one. But I'm going to tell you, I have never been able to do business on social media, not hardly at all. And, I had to build the old-fashioned way, just by people, just being with people and meeting them one-on-one. So, I want to encourage you right now during the fall, school's in session and everything. There are a lot of fall festivals that are going on out there. You can get a booth at a school for very reasonable, for probably $20 or less. And, the main thing is to get out and meet some people. Get to where you're, find some networking groups. Go in and look at, Googling in your area, networking, meetups. There's all kinds of meetups going on. So there's ways that you can get out and meet people and be able to build your business that way. We are in a people business, and we're in a relationship building business. And that's one of the things that I think social media has really, it's connected us, but yet it has absolutely disconnected us. And if that makes any sense, we are not in a personal human touch relationship with people on social media. We're totally different online than we are in real person, and people, they don't even know us. And as I travel and I talk to people, I'm told by some people that they've never even physically talked to their sponsor. They've only texted, or they've only talked to them through private messaging on Facebook. And so it's sad to me that, we're so disconnected, even though we're more connected than we've ever been as far as being able to reach out to other people. Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So, I just think that we have to take another tack. When you go in a sailboat, if the wind's not blowing a certain way, you got to take another tack and go and get that wind. So, it just means that we're going to have to work a little harder. We're going to have to dig a little deeper inside of us and figure this thing out. Go back to the way I used to do it. I mean, it worked for me. It still works for me. And for some people, that's kind of scary to have to get out from behind their computer. But it is something that if you really, really want to be hugely successful, you've got to build relationships with people. And that's what's so important, is that you get out there and meet people, figure out who they are, what do they want out of life, become a friend to them. You will lose people because you have not developed a relationship with them. And if you want to hang on to people, they will hang in there with you if they like you and if they feel that they're in this thing with you. And even if they're not having much success, you can still have people to follow and stay while they're building their self-esteem or while they're building their confidence and all, because you have developed a relationship with them. And so, that's something I really, really want to encourage you guys, is you've got to get out there and start talking to people. And, use that personal touch, actually physically wrapping people, trying to get the parties booked, just being out. There are still so many people that have never heard of us. And you find that out. I just did an expo this past weekend up in Denver, Colorado. I was shocked at how many people had never heard of us. So they're out there. There are people out there that don't know who we are. And, not everybody's on social media. So, we just got to get out and start working. Blair, do you have something you want to say? You'll have to come up closer here. There you go.
Just real quick, I had read in one of the books that they said up to 80% of communication is nonverbal. So, that means your body language, your facial expressions, things that you're communicating non-verbally. So when you're always communicating online or through texting or whatever, that's all, just verbal or whatever. There is none of the other communication going on. And we're social creatures. We're spiritual beings. And I think that's why the events are so powerful and so life-changing. Because people may come in through, the social media or getting a text message from somebody or they saw it on Facebook. But it wasn't until they really came to us on events and met the people and saw, what was going on in the heart of the company. And that just turned them loose to say, wow, this is awesome. These people are fantastic. I want to do this. I am going to do this. That's where those decisions are all made, is at these events, because we are, like I was saying, we are social creatures, we're social beings, and we've been telling people, all along, I can speak for myself, Mel and I, we're about the same age, a little bit different, not much, but, we're a different generation, too, but we've been telling people all along that, these other things are great tools, they are just tools, the whole thing with, Facebook or Pinterest or Instagram or whatever one you want to talk about, they're all great, but they are basically just tools, so you want to utilize all the tools the best you can, but don't rely on them solely to do it all. It's not the end-all, be-all for your business. That comes down to you. You are the magic. You are the magic of your own business center. So it comes down to, like Mel was saying, getting out there and interacting with people out there in this big world, And it's a little bit different, no doubt about it. It's a little bit different, and it's not easy at first, because sometimes, for all of us, anytime we start to do something we've never done before, it's uncomfortable, and we feel, awkward and embarrassed a little bit, but hey, so what? You just go with it, and after a while, it just becomes second nature. Kind of like when you think back when you were out of the car. Remember, how terrified you were. You had to have your mirrors just right. The speed had to be just right, everything, And shoot, now that you know how to drive, man, you just jump in the car, slam it in reverse, head out the driveway, and you're just in autopilot. You don't even think about some of those things. If you were just so adamant about it, everything had to be just so before you could even think about pulling out on the street driving. So hopefully that helps as an analogy with learning something different, something new. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think a lot of it all comes down to also when everybody is putting just so much emphasis on the wrap and not talking about some of the other products. That we've got awesome skincare lines. I mean, second to none. We've got awesome supplements. And we're not saying that you want to lead with those products, but you do want to start talking about those products. Because when all they hear is wrap, and they tried to wrap, or maybe they haven't, but yes, they have, or they have a friend that tried it, and they're still not sure. If you can say, these are the greens, and there's a lip and eye cream, the hair, skin, and nails. Look what happened with that product coming out of conference last year, or this year in January, when that was introduced. The explosion that came out of that awesome product, because people are fired up and excited about it also. So you always want to be leading, whether they're customers or brand new distributors, into the other products that we have in the product line. I tell everybody, you can have a box of wraps on your auto ship, but you should also have greens or something else on your auto ship. If you're doing your business right with your wrap reward, you should give your wrap to a discounted price through that, and your auto ship should be your supplements. Your greens, your vitals, your regulars, your new year, whatever you're taking. Because if you're not taking these products yourself, you can't really talk about them. And that's why you hear saying times like I've been a product of the product. So I think that's it. I think there's what's the right word? I think the answer's right there at all of our fingertips. By getting better at promoting our other products in the product line. Because they are all phenomenal. Every product we have is a phenomenal product. If the wrap is still the specific product, bar none. There's nothing out there like that crazy wrap thing. So I would, still lead with that, but then go right into some of the other stuff that we have, and I think that's going to help with customer retention and new distributor retention too. Okay. And one thing that Mark said that just really struck us really powerfully was he was saying that the number one complaint that loyal customers have is they get their orders. Did the order come when they hoped it would? Yes or no? Did they get what they ordered this period? Yes or no? Nothing like that. And he said that was the number one complaint that loyal customers had about it works and us as distributors, is nobody was even touching back base with these people. And I think a lot of that did come because they came in on a social media site. They were signed up as a loyal customer. They were placed with somebody to get a fast start or count bonus or whatever, and then they were forgotten. Totally forgotten. And I look at some of the biggest distributors in the company were loyal customers first. You never know. You never know that loyal customer that buys the different products, loves the greens, loves the vital, loves the wrap, whatever. They could become your next place them somewhere, and nobody's following up with them. Because if somebody just gives me a customer, it's like I was given a gift, but it's not like I didn't gather that customer, so I got to get in the game to follow up with them. And the one that placed them, it's like they placed them and forgot them, like I was saying. They're not up to the tax, what I'm trying to say. And I think there's a lot of money right there. There's a lot of money that's slipping through our fingertips by not taking that time just to touch base with them. So we call the 222. You want to call them within about 2 weeks. So when they were brought in to see, did they place the order? Yes. Did they get the order? Anything that matter? Yes or no, or whatever. And none of us, sometimes we don't want to do that because we have to, handle a problem or issue. And none of us like that. They have part to do, right? And then you want to touch base with them as they're going into their second month because we want to keep them on auto ship, forever. And going into that third month for their commitment, for their 3-month auto ship, you want to make sure that third month. And then to encourage them, I'm not going into the third month, like, hey, if you stay on auto ship your fourth month, now you're going to get free shipping, on the order from now on, little industry with the volume and the insights, just to keep touching base with them, But we all know that, recruiting the next superstar, rock star distributors, the big money, but that may come from a loyal customer somewhere. So, everybody has value, and you may have, 10 or 15 or 20 loyal customers, and I look at it like real customers, somebody that's really to, be on auto ship because they love the product. And then a year from now, 6 months from now, 18 months from now, they may decide because they already know the stuff. You don't even have to educate them on that, okay? So, I hope that helps.
So, I didn't get a chance to look. I'm afraid to touch anything on my computer. So I haven't looked at the questions that you had, Claudia.
Okay, I was actually looking at them, so I'm just going to choose a few. There's a bunch of them. But
okay.
I am going to choose a few that are more, they're different than all the other ones. The other ones are kind of the same.
Okay.
So one, let me see here. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. How did you build such a strong team? Were you picky, asking family and friends, people you know would be good at it, or asking business owners that would benefit from the add-on service the wrap provides?
Wow, that's a good question. For me, in my personal experience, in the beginning, I talked to everybody. Everybody. I allowed people to really dictate to me whether or not they were going to do this by getting the wrap on them and then getting their result, and then they telling me, I want to do this, or I just want to be a customer, or whatever. And, in the beginning, I would take anybody, of course. You would take anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're trying to build your business. So, you find later that you do become a little bit picky. Not that you turn anybody away. You don't ever do that. But where are you going to spend your I make it very well known to them that I'm a busy person and that I'm very serious about what I'm doing. And if they want my help, I'm going to help them, but they have to make the initiative. I'm not going to beg them to do this. So I've become a little bit more pickier. I try to interview them. That's where reading the book Go Pro by Eric Worre is very invaluable, because he really walks you through how to interview someone and how to determine whether or not they are somebody that's going to do this business. And, there's a disclaimer there. Some could tell you all the right answers. They could and still do nothing. Mm-hmm. And that's just, we don't know that going into it. But, if you want a rinky-dink business, you're going to talk to rinky-dink people, and you'll just accept anything that they tell you. Or if you want a good business, then you're going to want to talk to some good quality people. If you're going to get a no, get a good no. Look at who you're talking to. You will talk to people that are pretty much on your level and usually below because of our confidence. That's typical. Our level or below, because we're afraid to talk to somebody that's above our level. As far as maybe the amount of money they make, or their education, or their stance in society, whatever it is. So contact somebody that's on your level, or you're more comfortable with talking to somebody that's below. So you've got to get to where you're confident enough that you can at least be talking to people on your level or above. If you're going to get a no, get a good one. A no is a no. But there's a good no and there's a, not, just a plain old no. A good one is, thank you so much for thinking of me, but now's not a good time, or whatever. People are not going to be upset with you if you ask them if they're looking at ways to diversify their income, they're not going to be mad at you. So you just have to, you have to continue to build yourself, get your personal growth, read the books or whatever, become the kind of person that attracts the kind of people that you want in your business. So, it really doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter your level of education. It doesn't matter, if you're white, black, blue, yellow. It doesn't matter. It's what matters is what's going on in your head and your confidence. If you have good confidence, you're going to attract good people. If you are, if you're talking bad about yourself to yourself and always saying, I don't know why people would ever even want to talk to me. I just can't do this thing. Guess what? People are not going to want to talk to you. They sense that. And so you've got to build your confidence. So, talk to everybody. Don't discount anybody. But don't be pushing, pulling, dragging people. They're going to show you really quick if they're the kind of person that you really want in your business. And if not, they might incubate for a while, include them in on any kind of post you're doing on your page. Make sure they know about the meetings coming up. Make sure they know about any calls. But don't spend a lot of time there if they're not stepping up to the plate and doing the things that we want them to do, which is to follow the steps to success, to get on, and do their launch party, gather their 4 loyal customers, start talking to people, make their list. It's important that they got to make a list of people. So you're going to get better and better at recognizing the kind of person that you want to work with. So talk to everybody, especially in the beginning. You're just going to talk to everybody. But along the way, as you continue to grow your self-confidence, you're going to be a little bit more selective. You will do that on your own. So, just at this point, talk to everybody because you never know. You just never know. Okay?
Perfect. Now, next question says, I've been with multiple multi-level companies in the past. I have burned through all of my friends. How do I get them to try this one? I know this is perfect for you.
Yeah, this is perfect for me. Blair and I have been in some kind of network marketing company for 15 years prior to us finding it works. And I'm telling you, I didn't have any friends left. I mean, we were part of the NFL club, no friends left, and it was because of the nature of the rap that I was able to get my friends' attention. Because they had pretty much told me, look, we don't want to do another business with you. We don't want to have another party. We don't want to do another opportunity. We don't want anything. If you want to talk to us about business, forget it. We don't want to talk to you about it. Because they knew we'd already been into, several things. I think up to the point I had been in 8 different things. And one of them we had been in for 10 years. And then the next 5 years, we realized real quick it wasn't going to take 10 years for us to ever realize that we were in the wrong thing again. And so, so we got into several. And this was different. This is different because nobody has the rap. And that's what we have. So if you're brand new, your friends are going to get interested in the rap. That's why we lead with the rap. That is our sizzle product. And that's why it's so important for you to start introducing this to your friends and family. And you don't even have to tell them that you've gotten into business. Just host a rap party. They don't need to know that you're in business. If you're worried about them saying, oh, what are you doing this time? Don't worry about that. You just got to get that out of your mind. This is different. We have products that are affordable and that people need and they want. And so you have something really, really good to offer them. And by you not offering that to them because you're afraid that they're going to say, what are you doing now? And I can't believe you got into another one of those things. You just got to throw that out the window. It doesn't matter. Nobody has the rap. And your friends are no different than my friends were. My friends wanted to try it. You know, that very thought that they could have visible results, tone and firm and tighten in 45 minutes, and it only cost them $25. That is, you know, yeah, let's try it. So don't worry about that. This is different, and you got to know that. And so the more you realize that, the better you'll feel about talking to people about it. So don't worry about what's the past. The past is the past. And this one doesn't have to be like all the other ones, because it's not. It's totally different, like a breath of fresh air. Okay?
Perfect. Now the next one, I know I've heard it or something similar to from other distributors, especially people that have never been to corporate events that actually see that you're real, that all the leaders are real. The question is, can I really retire my husband?
Yes. I mean, how many husbands have you seen, Claudia? Lots and lots and lots of husbands, right?
Mm-hmm. I've seen it firsthand. Yep.
Yeah. So how about you, Christina?
I've seen a lot of husbands as well. A lot of people in the upline, a lot of people that have come to Las Vegas. I think it was Conway's, Dunn's, Amber Parker's, a lot just even that come to Las Vegas. And it's not like we have huge amounts. Welch, her husband, and he blitzes all the time.
Yeah.
He's an amazing blitzer.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, yes, you can retire your. That really is, how bad do I want to retire my husband? That's what's going to determine whether or not you do retire your husband. How bad do you want to? That, you know, that's the real question.
Yep.
Because you can, but how bad do you want to? That's what you have to determine. And if you want it bad enough, it'll happen.
Perfect. Thank you, Melody. Last one, and there's a bunch others, but we'll hit the last one. How do you coach DTs that are defeated or pessimistic?
Ooh. You know, again, it goes back to what do you want? Why did you get into this? What is the reason that you even signed up? What is your reason? Is that big enough for you to overcome the defeated feeling? Is that big enough for you to overcome your pessimism? You know, being negative is something that you have to choose to be positive. If you don't believe in this, then I can just say you might as well not even be doing it. You have to believe in this. So, you know, you cannot build this and be negative. You just can't. You got to believe in it. So you got to do whatever you got to do to get your belief level up, and then you got to take the action. Because if you believe but you don't take action, then nothing's going to happen. And then if you take action but you don't believe, you're not going to attract people to you either. So you have to have both. You have to have belief and action. So that, and you know, and you're going to get discouraged. I can just tell you right now, this is not going to be a piece of cake. It's not going to be all hunky-dory, you know, following the yellow brick road and it be all beautiful. It's going to be a very trying, one of the most challenging things you've ever done. But you will have fun along the way. But there will be times when you're really, really feeling defeated. And that's okay. The thing is that you don't stay there. You know, if you feel that you're just hitting your head up against the wall and you really don't understand why it's not working for you, I can promise you this is what I've learned. It has everything to do with what's going on in your head. What is your belief? What are you thinking about yourself? What is that self-talk happening? What is being said to yourself? What are you saying to yourself? And the best way to get out of that is to read good books, to get into the books, to get into building your self-esteem and really working on you. Standing in front of that mirror and telling yourself, I can do this. I can do this. I am no different than anybody else. I have what it takes. I am a money magnet. I'm a people magnet. You know, you've got to start talking those lifting things into your life. You cannot continue to talk bad about yourself. And you've got to turn your thinking around so that you've got a fighting chance in doing this. You know, so there's not been anybody that has had great success that hasn't been through great adversity and feeling defeated. So it's normal. But the thing is, you've got to get out of it. You have to not stay there. So how I coach somebody on that is to go back to their reason why, figure out, do you really want that bad enough? What's the alternative? If you quit, what else are you going to do? You know, if I told you that if you continue to consistently put some effort into this and you continue to work on yourself, that in the next 10 years, let's even go way out, 10 years, if we're all still here in 10 years, and I could tell you that by that time that you would be making over $200,000 a year, would that be worth it to you? Would it be worth it? That's what you have to figure out. You have to determine, would it be worth it, even if it took you 10 years? So what's the alternative? If you're on your job right now, you think about your job for the next 10 years, if you still have that job, would you ever make that kind of money on your job in the next 10 years? Probably not, because the statistic is in America, most people, 85% of the people don't make over $35,000 a year. So, you know, to think, if it took you 10 years, I'm going to tell you, it's not going to take you 10 years. But it seems, you know, like a long time for some people. They've been in 2 weeks and they haven't made it, and then they're defeated. That is not good thinking. That is very unrealistic thinking. So this is a business. It's a big business. People go into business, in traditional business, they give themselves 5 years. They won't even open a business without expecting to at least give it 5 good years. And we have a lot of people that quit after a month because their best friend told them no, and a couple of people told them no, and they're hitting the brick walls or whatever. You know, a month just isn't good enough. You know, we always say, give us a year, we'll change your life. And if you'll get plugged in, go to the events, listen to the calls, give it a full year before you decide if this is for you or not. I promise you it'll be worth it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Melody. Anything you want to
You're
say
welcome.
before the end of our call? I'm so happy you joined us.
I know. I'm just so excited for you guys. You know, we're going through a transition right now. I really believe that. I believe that a lot of people have seen huge amount of success and quick success through social media, and that is kind of toned down a little bit because of the restrictions that Facebook has put on us. You know, that has really done a lot of not damage, but it's really made it difficult for us to build through something that we, you know, a lot of people were able to build just even a year ago. You know, Facebook was rocking. So it's going to be a little bit of a transition, I think. But if everybody will just hang in there, get the conference. Oh my gosh, no matter what, you've got to get the conference. It is an investment in you. And if you don't get the conference, you won't hang in there with us. That's just the plain simple fact. Conference is what's going to put, is that glue that's going to help you stick in long enough until you get what you need in order to build your business. And that is your faith in yourself, faith in God, you know, your belief that you can do this is going to happen at conference. And you're just, I don't know how many people I've heard, you know, I was a Ruby at conference, and I came out of there within 2 months I was diamond. Then I went double diamond. Then I went triple. I mean, there were people at Dash, which was the top 100 money earners. They were at Dash and only been in the business for a year. That's crazy. Top 100 money earners. So, you know, but then there were some that have been in there 5 years. and just now making it to top 100. You know, so you can't worry about those people. You just got to worry about you. You work on you. You continue to consistently be doing something, blitzing, lapping, repeating all the time. That's how we make money in this business. If you do that, keep working on you, read the good books, get away from the television. You know, spend your time reading or listening to some audios. You can download Success on Demand, and it's an app. You can download that on your phone. And, you know, get into the good stuff. Only be feeding yourself good stuff to build you, build your belief, and you will not be sorry. I promise you. Get to conference, though. You got to get to conference. I don't care if now you've let the early bird go. Oh, well, you just, you know, that was $100 you just didn't get saved. But it's still worth it. It's still worth it. So do what you got to do. Bunk up with whoever you got to bunk up with. We got a lot of rooms. Everybody's going to have rooms. You can bring a sleeping bag, whatever. I've heard people sleep in their car at conference. They want this so bad. You got to want this so bad. You really do. You got to want it really, really bad. If you don't want it really bad, probably not going to happen for you. Let's just get realistic. And I know, Claudia, you want it really, really bad.
Really,
and I know,
really
Christina,
bad.
you want it. You want it really bad, too. Or you guys wouldn't still be here. You still wouldn't be, you know, reaching out, trying to help your teams. So, you know, I don't know what else to say.
Thank you
got to
so
want
much.
it bad, and you got to go to work, right?
Yes, completely agreed. Christina, is there anything you want to add to Mel's?
I want to say thank you so much, Melody, for giving us all your great advice. And I know throughout the fall and winter, I get a lot of people calling and asking about like confidence and feeling defeated. So I appreciate you addressing that. And I like what you said. It's what we put up here. Reading those books helps, knowing your why, and just keeping all of this positive. So I appreciate that because, like I said, I know a lot of people will call me about that. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
And
all right, girls.
Finally, I know me and Christina had a little thing going on, so the key word for today is defining gel. You guys know what to do. And we will be having this again in 2 weeks, right, Christina?
Yes, we will.
Yes, 2 weeks. We don't know who our guest will be. We will look for someone, but I'm sure Melody will be back. Maybe while we're in green carpet, we could do a little Google Hangout.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fun.
We're going to have so much fun.
Yes, I'm so
We're gonna be at
excited.
the beach. Woo-hoo.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know it means a ton to me and to Christina. And know that you could reach out to us. We're here to help everyone. So whether you're on our team or not, reach out to us. I know there's a lot of people in Vegas that don't have their upline here. So one team, one mission. If you're in Vegas, there is a training, a local leadership training we're doing on Saturday. So if you don't know about it, send me a message and I'll send you the info. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome.
Have a good night,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye. Thank you.